All right. Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. You gotta give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Atwaf who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming into another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. The Lord's witness be edifying, right? And this is another daily edification. Now, this lesson is coming from someone told me that if we got dietary laws, then what shall we eat? So I said, the Lord gave us dietary laws, right? So I said, you got chicken, turkey, beef, which I said ground chuck instead of ground beef, right? But you got turkey, chicken, beef, okay? You got fish with fins and scales. What is the problem, man? Okay, so they said, um, well, I'm just gonna eat whatever and I'm just gonna pray over my food. That's going off, man. The Lord gave us dietary laws, okay? He gave us dietary laws. So I said to them, chicken, turkey, beef, right? Um, chicken, turkey, beef, and fish with fins and scales, man. Okay? They said they gonna eat whatever, they just gonna pray over the food. Well, that's going off, man. The Lord gave us dietary laws. And it's simple. But you know what? Jake is so hard-headed, man. And the Lord deal with order, man. Okay? It's all about order. This is First Corinthians 14 and 40, and it reads, first and foremost, let all things be done decently and in order, man. Okay? The Lord deal with order. Shalom, Khan, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shah, Bashim Krakadash. Rockathon. We got next Matt. Khan, stiff neck. Right, missile food, Khan. So Jake is hard-headed, man. Okay? The Lord, and then you got these Jakes trying to justify, say, oh, well, my grandma been eating it. My granddaddy been eating it for years. They 70, 80 years old. That's not the point, man. What you do, destroy you, get your high blood pressure, all other diseases, right? That's not the point, man. The Lord gave an order not to eat it. You don't supposed to eat it, man. It's simple, okay? It's a simple task, man. Don't eat it. So this person gonna tell me, well, I'm just gonna pray over it. Well, you going off, okay? And that's the same mentality of all the other jakes that's eating it, man. Now, I'm going to start with Leviticus chapter 11, right? Verse 7, with the dietary laws. And it reads, now when you start from 1, it tell you, in Leviticus 11 and 1, and the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Shalom, Mark, Yahweh Shem, Shah, Bashem, Krakadas, Barakatham. Shalom, brother. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Okay? On the earth forever, man. Right? So when you jump down, but you know you can read it, you know, it tell you about whatever part of the hoof. Verse 3 say, whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven footed and chew the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Okay? Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, These shall ye not eat. These shall you not eat. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shah Ba'Shem Krakadash Brakatham. Shalom. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divide not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divide not the hoof. Right? He is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Right? Of these flesh shall you not eat, and their carcasses shall you not touch. You don't even supposed to put your hand on swine, man. Period. They are unclean to you. Right? These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be abomination unto you. So if the fish doesn't have fins and scales, you don't supposed to eat it, man. The Lord giving you an order, right? He giving you a straight, direct order, man, and you're supposed to follow it. Okay. Verse 11, they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins, no scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls, meaning birds. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle and the ostrich and the osprey and the vulture and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, right? And it go on, man. Okay. Now listen, man. Verse 21 say, yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping that goeth about on four, which have legs above their feet, that leap whether upon the earth. Okay? It goes on, man. The Lord give you a direct order. Now, this is Judges chapter 5 and verse 11. And it reads, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers. What is that talking about? The missiles. In the places of drawing water. Okay? They that are delivered from the noise of the archers, which is talking about the elect, going to be delivered out of Babylon the Great before the missiles hit ground zero. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers, in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse. This is the key point, man. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord Yahweh, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord Yahweh go down to the gates. Now, when you go to Joshua, I think it's 9 and 21, just to back up Judges 5 and 11, right? Because it say, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, right? Drawing water means slavery. I'm going to prove it. This is Joshua 9 and 21. And the princes said unto them, let them live, but let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. So let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water, right? So back in Judges 5 and 11, to get you to understand what that means. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, meaning servitude, man. Okay, here Babylon the Great, right? It say, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord Yahweh. Okay, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages in Israel. Talking to you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? We must rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, man. There's no if and buts about it. The Lord gave you a direct order. You must follow it. Shalom, sister. Yahaba Shema Shah by Hashem Krakadas Brakathum. Damn sea roaches. Loving Jakes. Con. Hey, you gonna have me retitle this video to that. Hey, con, sister. Damn sea roaches loving Jakes, man. Right. The Lord gave you a direct order, man, not to eat it. It don't matter if it make you sick or not, man. That's not the point. The Lord gave you a order, man. Is this not the Most High? Okay. He that seeth, shall he not see not? He that formed the ear, shall he not hear not, man? Come on, man. With this Jake though, this devil gonna tell me what do we supposed to eat? I say chicken, turkey. Okay. You got beef, which I prefer ground chuck, right? You got fish with fins and scales, man. Okay? It's plenty of other things outside of eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, man, and catfish, man, and tilapia, because it's man-made. It's other things you can eat, man. It's a platter of things you can eat. Okay? This is Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. Verse 25. Leviticus 20 and 25. The Lord gave you a direct order, man. Hey, if you go work for Esau Edom, man, they give you an order. What you do? You do it, man. Okay? You go sign up for the Marines, the Army, the Navy, or the Air Force, right? Or the CIA or whatever. Hey, you get a direct order and you carry out that task, man. Okay? You don't bark up against these Edomites. This is Leviticus 20 and 25, and it reads, ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. Verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, right? Separate, man. For I, the Lord Yahweh, am holy and have severed you. Severed means to set apart, man. Okay? I have severed you from other people that you should be mine. So we don't supposed to do what the heathen doing, man. Okay? Jeremiah 10 and 1. Right? Jeremiah 10, 1 and 2. Learn not the way of the heathen, man. Okay? Now, I had somebody to try to justify to me First Timothy, right? Let's go. I'm gonna go to First Timothy. Because they try to justify to me First Timothy saying you can eat whatever. That's a lie, man. The Lord say in Leviticus 20:25, he already separated the animals, man. He separated what you can eat and what you can't eat. We got dietary laws, right? First Timothy 4, and let me start at verse 4, right? And it reads, let me start at verse 3. It says, forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meats, which God have created to be received with thanksgiving. And that's what they try to use on me, right? This is what they try to use on me. It said, which God have created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe. It say of them which believe and know the truth. That's a cut right there. Okay, it's telling you every animal of the Lord, every creature is to be received with thanksgiving, right? Of them which believe and know the truth. What truth? That you know the dietary laws. That's a whole cut. You can cut it off right there, but for edification's sake, right? So I said, this is what verse 5 say. For it is sanctified by the word of power and prayer. What is that talking about? So I asked them right after verse 4, it said, for every creature of power is good, and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving, right? For it is sanctified by the word of power and prayer. What does the word sanctified mean? Let's get it. Let's go to the blue letter. And see, that's the problem, man. They don't look up words, man. So when you go to First Timothy in the blue letter, First Timothy 4 in verse 5. Let's see what the word sanctified mean. Sanctified, G37. And it reads, it say,
Strong's G37. Hagiadzo. Hagiadzo.
Hagiadzo. It say to render or acknowledge or to be hallowed, right? To it say to render or acknowledge or to be venerable or hallowed, to separate from profane things and dedicate it to power, consecrate things to God, dedicate, right? It say to cleanse externally, to purify, right? To purify internally by renewing of the soul. The one, number two, to separate from profane things and dedicate to God. The Lord said He separated, man. So when you go back to this verse, it say, verse 4, for every creature of God is good and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving, for it is sanctified by the word of power and prayer. Meaning it was already set apart, man. Well, in Leviticus, man, it was already set apart. That's a problem with Jake, man. Jake is hard-headed, okay? But let's go on. This is on Isaiah 8 and 20, and it reads, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, right? To the law and to the testimony, man. Okay. So when you go to Matthew, because they always trying to say, oh, the laws were nailed to the cross. No, the hell it wasn't, man. Where is that at in the Bible, man? That's nowhere in the scriptures. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17, and it reads, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill, right? Everything in the Old Testament fulfilled. When you read Isaiah 63 and 1, when they say, who is this that cometh from Edom, or that cometh from Basra? Is that scripture fulfilled? No, man. Yahweh ain't came from Edom yet, man. That's when he come back on his second term, okay? And he should not meet them as a man. He's going to be an angelic force, man, angelic power, man, okay? An angelic extraterrestrial being, man. So Isaiah 63 and 1, who is it that coming from Edom, or that coming from Basra? And to tell you in Revelation 19, his garments were dipped, his vessels were dipped in blood, man. That hasn't happened yet. In Isaiah 34 and 5, when they say, my sword shall be bathed in heaven, it shall come down upon Idumea. Is that prophecy fulfilled? No, man. Okay? It's not fulfilled, man. So again, Matthew 5 and 17, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill, man. It's a lot of things in the Old Testament that hasn't been fulfilled yet, man. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. He shall put these curses on our enemies, which is happening, right? Because Esau have an opioid crisis, suicide rate, OD rate, and they are dying faster than they can be born. So that's following them now, but it's gonna hit them on a whole nother level, man, right? The curses, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. That prophecy, him coming from Basra, right? God comes from Basra, that hasn't happened yet, man. And it's many other things. Isaiah 59 and 20, man. Okay. He shall redeem Jacob, man, and make a covenant with them. The new covenant hasn't been established yet, man. So that shows you the law is not done away with, man. And let's prove it. This is verse 18, Matthew 5 and 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. What is a jot or a tittle? Go look it up, man. A jot or a tittle is like a comma. It's like a dot with a pen on a piece of paper, man. Okay? If you take a pen and tap the paper with the pen and it be a dot or comma on there, that's a tittle, man. Okay? This meaning the smallest of the law is not done away with, man. All you gotta do is go look it up. It say, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Let's get a precept on that. Now, when you go to Leviticus, Luke chapter 16, verse 17. This is the precept to Matthew 5 and 18. Luke 16 and verse 17. And it reads, precept upon precept, right? And it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail. Meaning the smallest thing of the law is not going to fail until earth be passed away, man. What the hell are these wacky ass pastors? What's these wacky tacky Christians talking about in the churches, man? The law is not done away with, man. Okay, let's go back to Matthew. I just want to get the precept to Matthew 5 and 18, which is Luke 16 and 17. Let's go back to Matthew 5 and 18 again. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Right? Verse 19. Whosoever of the nation of Israel therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So who lying? Your pastor or your Habashah, man? Hey, this is in the red, man. Okay? So who's telling the truth, man? Your Habashah or your pastor, man? We know the pastors lying because they was not called, right? Let's move on. This is Romans, right? Chapter 7 and verse 1. And it reads, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, right? I'm speaking to you, Akim and Akwal, that know the law. It say how that the law have dominion. Go look up the word dominion, man. It say how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he live. Okay? If you know the law, man, right? Because the Lord give you the wisdom, not the understanding. You know you don't supposed to eat no damn pork and shrimp, man. Crabs and lobsters and catfish, man. And no other abominable food coming out the waters without fins and scales, man. Right? Let's go to chapter 6. This is chapter 6, verse 1 say, Romans 6 and 1. What shall we say then? Because what does the church say? We got grace. We got grace, right? They love saying that. Romans 6 and 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? So, because you think you got grace, the law is done away with? No, man. Right? Let's read it, man. This is Romans 3. And Paul was cutting them up, man. Okay? This is Romans 3 and verse 30. It says, seeing it is one power which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith, do we then make void the law through faith? Do we? Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yeah, we established the law, man. We established the law, man. So what the hell is these bug outs talking about, man? The law is not done away with. If the law was done away with, would the Lord say this, man? 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. We're not justified by the law, but we're supposed to keep the law to the best of our ability, man. Right? Because, hey, as long as a man on Israel, on the elect, hey, the law have dominion over you, man. You want to follow to the best of your ability, man. But these J trying to find you can't. Hey, when it say, do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Hey, that cuss that. And then Romans 6 and 1, because we got grace, right? No, the Lord say no, man. So either way they try to come, oh, we got grace. It's a cut. Romans 6 and 1. Oh, through faith, it's another cut. Romans 3 and 31. It's a whole cut, man. You can't get around it, right? 1 John 3 and 4, man. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law, man. You can't get around that, man. No matter what you do or where you go at, you can't get around it, man. Right? For sin is transgression of the law. Let's go to 1 John 5 and 3. It reads this. For this, hey, they always tell me, I love the Lord. The Lord know my heart. Shalom. Shalom, sister Yahaba Shema Shaba Shem Kwakadash Rakatham. Shalom. They always tell me the Lord know my heart. Right? What is there in Jeremiah 17 and 9? The heart is desperately wicked, man. Who could know it, man? The heart is deceitful and desperately wicked, man. Who could know it? Okay? So let me come up and talk about your heart, man. What does Proverbs 3 and 5 say? Lean not unto thy own understanding, man. Trust in Yahweh, right? So your heart is wicked, man. But you got a lot of Jake always talking about the Lord know my heart. He know. No, man. I love the Lord. They love saying, I love the Lord. No, you don't, man. This is the love of the Lord according to what the Bible say, man. 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that we keep his commandments. And it ain't just talking about no damn 10 commandments, man. We have 613 laws. The only one that was done away with was the sacrificial law, man. That's why Yahweh Shai was the sacrificial lamb, man. Okay? We can't keep all the laws, but the ones you can keep, we supposed to keep them, man. For this is the love of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Let's look at the word grievous, man. This is the word grievous. G 926. It say heavy in weight, burdensome, severe, weighty, of great moment. It's a violent, cruel, unsparing, right? So the word grievous is what? Heavy, burdensome, man. Okay? It's not heavy, man. He said his commandments are not grievous, man. It's not heavy. It's a simple thing, man. It's a simple thing, right? Let's get on Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. And it reads, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. Now, this Deuteronomy 30, right? Who is the Lord talking to right here? Israelites. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursing. Therefore, choose life that both thou and thy seed may live, man. Okay? If you don't, and you got these devils talking about what they call it, hereditary. It's passed down through the genes. If you got diabetes, it came from your grandma. That's a lie, man. Or if you got blood pressure, or it could be it's in your no, it ain't in no genes, man. That's a lie, man. Okay, and they justifying eating swine's flesh, man. Okay, in these churches every fourth Sunday, man. Okay, like I said, I'm from Mississippi, man. I grew up in the church, man. They gotta have these pork chop, bacon bit, rib eating pastors, man. Always trying to justify, oh, the law done away with. Come as you are. Jesus love you. He wants you to be prosperous. That's a lie, man. Okay, that's a lie, man. Let's get on Romans 4 and 15, and it reads, because the law worketh wrath to what? The 2/3. The law worketh wrath to them, man, because they are hard-headed and stiff-necked, right? It said, because the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgressions. But guess what? We got laws on not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. We have laws on not eating anything out of the waters, the rivers, and the seas that doesn't have fins and scales, man. Anything that flies in the air, the Lord gave us a dietary law on it, man. Okay? Deer, sheep, goat, ox, those are clean meats, man. Okay? Beef, chicken, turkey, these are clean meats, man. Not like it tell you in Ezekiel 4 and 13, we shall eat our bread to defile among the Gentiles, right? When you read Mark chapter 16, verse 18, the Lord said, we shall drink poisons and not be hurt, man. Why? Because the Lord say, except those days be shortened, Matthew 24 and 22, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the elect ain't gonna die from food poisoning, man. Okay? Because the Lord already ordained this, that we was gonna eat our food to defile among the Gentiles. Shalom, Mark. Yahabashim Awashah Bashim Kakadash Brakatham. Shalom. Um, right, Con, Isaiah 66 and 17, Con. Right. That they sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, in the churches, behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together. Right. Okay. They justify eating in the gardens, man, which is the churches, man. These gardens today, these groves, these bricks of altar is the churches, man. Right? And they always tell me the law is done away with. But according to Yahushua, the laws is not done away with, man. The laws is not done away with. This is Jeremiah, Jeremiah 25 and 4, and it reads, and the Lord Yahweh have sent unto you all his servants, all the servants, man, and prophets. Say, and the Lord Yahweh have sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. They say, who? 2/3. Turn ye again now, everyone. This is what the prophets like you. This is what the prophets tell the people. The prophets, right? Turn, they say, turn ye again now, everyone from his way, right? That's what the watchmen do, man. Telling you to turn, man. And from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord Yahweh have given you unto your father forever and ever. Meaning, come back to the truth so you can get salvation on the first round, man. Or else you're going to catch the second death. Okay? Con, Shalom, con. Let me get that. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. And it reads, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. Right. That's what they want to hear, man. Lies, man. Okay, smooth things. Why? Because they try to find a way to justify eating ribs, man. Eating shrimp. Okay. This person told me, what do we eat then? I named a list of things, man. You got chicken, beef, which, like I said, I prefer ground chuck, right? Because ground chuck is the front part of the cow. All the food to file, but that's just me, right? You got beef, chicken, turkey, fish with fins and scales, man. Okay, and there's other things you can eat, man. Okay, so don't come at me talking about what we supposed to eat, man. But that's Jake trying to find a way. So that person said, "Well, I'm just gonna pray over it." Why? Because like I brought out First Timothy 4 and 1, man. First Timothy 4 and 5. Matter of fact, since I'm here, let me read that again. First Timothy 4, man. They try to use this for every creature. First Timothy 4 and 4. For every creature of Yahweh Yahushua is good and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. Right? For it is sanctified. That's the point. For it is sanctified by the word of Yahweh Yahushua and prayer, man. That's a cut. It say it is sanctified, meaning it was already set apart from the beginning. In Leviticus, which I read, right? Let's get Deuteronomy 14. Come on, let me read that real quick for y'all. This is Ecclesiasticus 32 and 17. And it reads, he that seeketh Salaki, a sinful man, matter of fact, let me read 15 up. Ecclesiastes 32 and 15. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, right? Because you know the truth, man. You know. The law hath dominion of man as long as he liveth, man, right? He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite would be offended thereat. Hey, and they was offended because I told them you can't eat that. They got offended at me, man. Okay? That's what inspired me to do this lesson, man. Verse 17. A sinful man would not be reproved, or woman, but findeth an excuse according to his will. Right, man? Hey, that's beautiful. Hey, the water for that. Ecclesiastes or Sirach 32 and 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, man. You ain't gonna change, Jake, no matter what, man. But findeth an excuse according to his will, man. Jake gonna try to find an excuse every time when you tell him they're not supposed to eat it, man. Okay? But that's Jake though. You know, he ain't gonna change, man. So this is Deuteronomy 14 and start at verse 3, right? It reads, Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow deer. Right? And I love hunting, man. I go hunt, that's Esau them trait, but I'm from Mississippi, so deer meat, venison is great, man. Right? It say in the wild goat and the pagar and the wild ox and the camorse. It say in every beast that part of the hoof and cleaveth the cleft into two claws and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel and the hare and the coney, for they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. And the swine, because it devoured the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses. You ain't supposed to touch a damn pig with gloves on, man. Verse 9, Deuteronomy 14 and 9. And the Lord is so cold, he put this in Leviticus 11 from 7 down to 14. And then he put it in Leviticus 20 and 25. Then he put it in Deuteronomy, man. So the Lord, like, okay, I'm putting it right here. I'm gonna put it again. They can't get past it. You ain't see it in Leviticus? Okay, I got it in Deuteronomy. Okay, you ain't see it in the Old Testament? I got it in the New Testament, man. Matthew 5, 17, 18, 19, man. The laws are not done away with. 1 Timothy 4, man. Okay, 1 Timothy 4, 4 and 5, the Lord tell you he separated animals, man. Okay? That's why I tell you Revelation was 14, that these was not defiled with women, right? Philosophies. Because what happened, man? When you understand what Antiochus Epiphanes did with the 7 sons and the Maccabees, right? He killed all 7 sons because they wouldn't eat the pork. And he killed their mother, man. Okay? And what he did to the other guy, right? They told him, hey, this fool your people like you're going to eat swine, right? You can pick any meat you choose, that's lawful. But to see your people like you're going to eat it, right? He said, no, I ain't doing that, man. Okay? These devils, man. Oh, matter of fact, let me read this. This is First Maccabees, since I'm here. Might as well bring it out. First Maccabees, chapter 1, and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. That's that one world government, new world order, which they doing now, or they trying to. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. It said, yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messenger unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that thou shouldst profane the Sabbaths and festival days. And that's why Jake do it today, Sunday worshiping. Okay, like the lesson I did. All you Sunday worshipers gonna die grievous deaths, man. Okay, you worshiping sun God, man. Okay, there's plenty of scriptures that prove that the Lord say don't worship the sun or the moon or the stars. Okay, none of the signs of heavens, man. Don't worship them, man. That's the heathen custom. Like all the planets, right? They got all these planets: Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn. Those are Greek god names, man. Those are Roman and Greek gods' name, man. Ain't no names of the planets in the Bible, man. Okay? The Lord ain't give no name to the planets in the Bible, man. And then they tell you in Kings or in Samuel, they was worship. You had some Jakes that was worshiping the planets, man. It's the same thing over and over, man. Jake is hard headed as hell, man. So verse 46, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels. What the hell is that? Churches, man. Churches, worship places for idol worshiping, right? It say First Maccabees 1:47. Set up altars and groves and chapels. And that's what the Roman, these Catholics got chapels, right? You go in there and say your Hail Marys, right? Leave some money, and your sins forgiven. Like they go straight, they tell the people they go straight to the Lord themselves and lift your prayer. These devils, man, right? Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. The Lord made a separate. He separated these things for Jake, man. Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised. Hey, and this happened like back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, man. Okay. Our parents, man, were leaving uncircumcised, man. Cause hey, my mama got me circumcised when I was 7 years old, man. Okay, because that decree was still in effect to a lot of our people, man. Okay, over here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, I got circumcised at 7, man, because our people were still following the ways of these Edomites, man, not circumcising your kids, man. Okay, it say verse 48 that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanations, to the end that they may forget the law, which we did, which is through the Spirit of the Lord, right? Jeremiah 17:4, even thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage. 2 Thessalonians 2:8, right? What does it say? 2 Thessalonians 2:3, let no man deceive you, but that they should not come except they come and falling away first. So the Lord made us go off, okay? It say, to the end that they may forget the law and change all the ordinance. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he shall die, man. Okay? That's why I tell you a lot of Israelites, hey, man, they said, you might well kill us, because we ain't going for that, man. Like the 7 sons. Okay? Like this guy, what's this guy's name? As a matter of fact, let me go to it real quick. Real quick. Let me pull it up. Let's see this guy. Maybe I think it's First Maccabees, is it 5? What the guy was named Eleazar, I think. I think that's what his name was. Let me see. I had the precept too. Kind of slipped me. But yeah, right here. Yeah, Eleazar. Yeah, that's his name. Right. Eleazar was the guy that they tried to make eat the swine, but he told him he wasn't gonna do it, man. Okay? That's his name. He told him he wasn't gonna do it, man. So you know what? He died for that, man. Right, second Maccabee. Con. I thought that's what it was. Second Maccabees, right. Second Maccabees 6. Con the water. I got a highlight. I just right. Right. It say Second Maccabees 6:1. It said, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter, right? Olympius, right? And that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in that place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with rioting and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the cities of the holy places, and beside that, brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbidded. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew, man. Okay? So these devils, man, that's why Israelites became Hellenists, man. Okay? Because they was forbid to be called a Jew, man. And that's what Esau did, man, right? Hey, back in Isaiah, man, Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, man. Okay. And I was gonna get something else in Isaiah too, but it kind of done left me now. Um, damn, I was gonna get something else. But these devils, man, they're gonna try to push any type of way to keep you from eating these Let me read that since you got it right there. This is Second Maccabees 7 and 2, and it reads, right. This about the seven sons, right? Second Maccabees 7 and 1. And it came to pass also that the seven brethren with their mother was taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldest thou ask of what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers, man. Okay? That's why the Lord say this, man. This is Jeremiah. Come on, you done sparked me back up with that one. This is Jeremiah um 16 and verse 11, right? It said, Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord Yahweh, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. And they still doing it today, man. Okay? They still doing it today, man. Jake will not take heed to the laws, man. And it's a simple thing, man. The Lord said they are not grievous. And there's nothing changed with the law, man. Everything is still the same, man. The Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. To the best of your ability, right? So Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, it reads, Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shah, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay? Anything outside of that, man, you going off, man. Okay? Anything outside of that, you going off. But that's Jake, man. Jake will not cleave. That's what the Lord said is. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10. And it reads, All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. I read Romans 7 and 1. I read that out the water. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, right? The Lord said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. What sword, man? Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34 reads this. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Okay? That's Yahushua words in the red. And he also says this, Luke 19 and 27. But those, my enemies, what enemies? 2/3 of Israel, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, man. Why? Why, Lord? Because, why, Lord? And because of this right here. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Yahweh, man. That's why they would not hear the law of the Lord, man. Con, hey, this is Hosea 4 and 6. And man, no, we laugh every night. Hey man, but this is a fearful thing, man, to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Okay? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast begotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. That's why you crying now, because your baby caught a stray bullet, okay? Or an accident happened and your baby died, man. Or your baby caught some disease, right? Influenza or whatever it is, and they died. Why? Because the Lord said he will forget thy children, man. Okay? Because he said, what? Seeing thou hast forgotten the law. You have forgotten the law, man. The law is not done away with, man. The Lord said, any man shall teach man so, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So who lying, man? Verse 7, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame, man. Why? Because you don't want to follow the laws of the Lord, man. And they are simple, man. Okay? He ain't asking you to go get no sheep, man, or a goat and cut the goat up, man, and put the blood on the door on the doorpost, man, of your house, man. Okay, for Passover. He ain't telling you to do that, man. He's not telling you to take the blood and dip it in hyssop, man, and put it on the basin of your door, man. The Lord ain't telling you to do that, man. Okay? What is the problem, man? Jake got to try to find some type of way to justify, like the brother said, man. I got to read that again, man. Beautiful precept. Ecclesiastes 32 and 17, man. A sinful man will not be reproved. They not. Okay? And the Lord say what? And what is that? 2 Timothy? The Lord say, these scriptures is for reproof, man. Right? A sinful man will not be reproved, but find an excuse according to his will. That's why the Lord said, rebuke them sharply in the gate. That's why Amos 5 and 10 say, what? They will hate him that rebuketh in the gate and that speaketh uprightly, man. They don't want to hear that. Right? This is see if I can find that. 2 Timothy 3 and 16, I think it is. Right. All scripture is given by inspiration of power and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, man. Oh, gotta get this precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 21. This is what Paul said, man. Because this is this is almost to the point what you got to do to Jake, man. 1 Corinthians 4 and 21, and it reads, this is what Paul said. Verse 20, it said, for the kingdom of power is not in word, but in power. It said, what will ye? Shall I come unto you with a rod, or in love and in the spirit of meekness? Paul, like, do I gotta get a rod and hit you niggas over the head with it, man, to make you get this? That's what Jake gotta do. We gotta hit you over the head with a rod so you can get this understanding, man. 1 Corinthians 4 and 21. What will ye? The question my Paul said, what will you have me to do? Right? What will you have me to do? Shall I come unto you with a rod or in love? Which one you want? Hey, if you don't get this love, he say, what will ye? Shall I come unto you with a rod or in love and in the spirit of meekness? We coming to you in love and in meekness, man. The scriptures to be reproved, man. We supposed to reprove our neighbors, man. Okay? Or you want the rod? No, man. Guess who's gonna come with that rod? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? The Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah gonna come with the rod, man. All we do is preach this word, right? When you go to Zechariah 8 and 16, that's what it reads. These are the things that ye should do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. What gates? In the highways and byways, in the hedges, man. Right? We'll tell you in Proverbs 1 and 20, man. Wisdom crieth without. She uttered her words in the streets, man. Okay? In the opens of the city, man. In the gates, man. On the unicorn, the internet, man. We giving it to you, man. I'm talking about in sincerity, man. In truth, in humbleness, in meekness, man. Okay? It's Galatians 6 and 1. Jake is hard-headed as hell, man. Galatians 6 and 1. It said, brother, if a man be overtaken in a fault, and all you that's out there eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, and catfish, right? Committing adultery, being wicked, hey, you have been overtaken in a fault. Why? Because it's been passed down from generation to generation, man. Okay? But you're supposed to be the generation of Israelites to cut that off, man, from how we was taught from our grandmamas and granddaddies, man. Right? It say, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself. Because we all once upon a time was out there in the world, man. Okay? So consider thyself, man, that was you, right? Restore that brother, man. And we try to 24/7, man. Okay? These devils is taking down videos because Israel is being restored in the midst of their eyes, man. And they can't do nothing about it. Okay? Israel is being restored in the midst of these wicked people's eyes, and they can't do nothing about it, man. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another burdens, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach, man. Okay? Fulfill the law, man. You can't get around this, man. Okay? We supposed to be telling you the truth, man. Okay? Restoring, man. That's what this is about, man. But Jake is hard-headed and they don't want it, man. Right? It say, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one. Let's get that. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 15. And it reads. Start at 14. It say, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of power. They are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things. Yet he himself is judge of no man. Come on, man. This is the truth. Why is it, which we understand, right? Why is you Jake's, oh, let me get this. Isaiah 63 and 17. Because this is where we used to be at, man. But the Lord say in the last days, Yahweh shall say in John 6 and 44, he was going to raise up those predestined men that was with him from the beginning in the last days. Isaiah 63 and 17. O Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways and hardened our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake. It said return. The only way you can be grafted back into this, you had to be with them in the beginning, man. Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance, man. Okay? That's why I say this in Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 and 20. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my word which I have put in thy mouth, that we tell you 24 hours a day, man, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. That's why I read Deuteronomy 30 and 19. It say, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever. When you go back to Deuteronomy 30 and 19, it reads this: I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. This is when we was in the wilderness, man. That I have set before you life and death, right? Blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, man. Okay? Come on, man. Come on, come on. Let me read that. It's Acts 17:31. Because he have appointed a day in that which he will judge the world in righteousness. Right, I love that precept, brother. By that, by that man whom he have ordained, which he have given assurance unto all men, in that he have raised him from the dead. Let me read that. Yeah, that's one. It's cold precept, bro. I got that on. This is Acts 17 and 31, right? Yeah. It reads, I'm gonna start at 30. It reads, and at that time of this ignorance, Yahweh while Yahweh shall winked at, but now commanded all men everywhere to repent, man. That's why Acts 3 and 19, the Lord said, repent and convert and be healed, man. Right? And at that time of this ignorance, power winked at, to my the elect, the hopeful elect that turn away from out of this world, right? But James 4 and 4 say, if you are a friend of the world, you are an enemy to Yahweh while Yahweh shah. But now command all men everywhere to repent, because he have appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness, right? By that man whom he have ordained, which is who? The prophets, man. Right? 1 Corinthians 14:32. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Wherefore he hath given assurance unto all men, in that he had raised him from the dead. Who? Yahushua, man. Right? Come on, man. Jay try to find all type of ways, man, to justify eating these bone foods and committing adultery and being wicked and smoking marijuana, man. Okay? Jake always trying to find some type of way. You don't supposed to be defiling your temple with smoke, man. Period. Okay? But Jake will try to find some type of way to justify being wicked, man. That's why the Lord say this. This is Deuteronomy 24 and 16. And I'm going to close. I've been going long enough. Deuteronomy 24 and 16. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin. Okay? Hey, all you you swine and shrimp and crab, lobster and catfish eating Israelites. Oh, what the sister said, I gotta use that, man. I gotta use that. Hey, you're gonna get put to death, man. You're gonna die grievous deaths, man. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, man. Man, I want to pull that. What that was you had said, sister, is it kind of up a little way. Hey, you 2/3 gonna get put to death, man. You gonna get put to death for not wanting to stop eating. You don't want to stop eating pork, man. The Lord gonna jack you devils up, man. Okay, the Lord gonna judge you, man. This is Jeremiah. No, this is oh, matter of fact, that's the spirit. This is Psalms. Was that 68? Let me see. Psalm 68 and verse 20, right? It say he that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto power the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai belong the issues from death. It say verse 21, but Yahweh Shai shall wound the head of his enemies. Okay. Who are the Lord enemies? You 2/3 of Israel, man. Okay. And the hairy scalp of such and one as goeth on still in his trespasses, man. He talking to you two-thirds, man. Read again. We know it's talking about Esau, Edom, man. We know this. He's talking to you two-thirds as well, man. Okay? But power shall wound the head of his enemies. What did it say? I just read to you Luke 19:27, man. All those my enemies, bring them hither and slay them before me. But power shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such an one as goeth on still in his trespasses. The heathens, they don't got the laws, man. The laws was given to you Israelites, man. Okay? Right. The water sister. Right, that's it. I might change my title to this. Hey, it's the water sister for that. It's a Sea Roach Lovin Jakes, man. I'm gonna change my title, man. Hey, that's a beautiful title, sister. I'm finna change my title when I close out on this. Yeah, I'm a Sea Roach Loving Jakes, man. You don't get put to death, man. You don't get put to death for that, man. But power shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such and one as goeth on still in his trespasses, man. You niggas is wicked as hell, man. The Lord gave you a simple rule, man. Don't eat abominable foods, man. Right? And if it be possible, live peaceable with all men, man. The Lord gave you an order, man. It ain't about, oh, it don't make me sick. My grandmama been doing it. My nana been eating this. She 90 years old. That's not the point, man. The point is don't eat it, man. The Lord gave a simple rule. Don't eat it. That's it. Jake is running around. You got this chick and her husband on YouTube. They sitting in front of the screen with big king crabs and shrimp, and they just having a feast, man. Then you got these other chicks. What they title their page is Delectable Eats. These two big blocks. They just sit eating, man. Okay, just eating, man. You got these Jakes on YouTube just eating shrimp, crabs, and lobster. Like, Lord gonna kill you people, man. The Lord gonna destroy you two-thirds, man. And you need to be moved out the way, man. Okay? You need to be moved out the way. Because Jake looking at this, man. Oh, this is Jeremiah 5:1. And it reads, I know I'm gonna close, man. My spirit, I kind of delayed like doing this lesson today because I was running around. This Jeremiah 5:1 it said, run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof. If you can find a man, the Lord say, when he come back, will he find faith on the earth, man? Seek in the broad places, if ye can find a man, if there be any that execute judgment. Is there any man? Which we know it is, because brothers is heavy in the spirit, man. That seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it, man. The Lord said he will pardon you, man. Right? The precept to that, Isaiah 55:6. It reads this. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon, man. The Lord wants you to turn, man. It tell you in the script, it tell you the angel rejoice when one person come back to the Lord, man. They rejoicing in the heavens, man. Okay? What are you waiting on, man? We trying to get out of here, right? And the Lord deals with the foolishness of preaching to wake up Jake, man. You see all these things happening? Come on, I'm gonna get that. You see all these things happening, man? The chip playing out heavy. You got race wars, martial law, concentration camp. These Edomites got these Jakes, got the Northern Kingdom females and men in concentration camps right now, man. What are you people doing? Okay, the Lord sending different tornadoes and storms and fires. I'm talking about fires been burning up, earthquakes. Guess what? The Lord letting a little bit of everything happen at one time, man. The chip, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, fires, storms, right? Murders going on everywhere, people dying left and right. The curse is playing out on the wicked heavy right now. Deuteronomy 30:7. All these things is playing out in little pieces. Guess what? The Lord, man, when the elect get sealed, all them things gonna come through at one time, man. Okay? And what Jay gonna be doing? Amos 8 and 11, running to and fro, looking for the word, right? Because the Lord say He gonna remove His prophets. It tell you that in Ezekiel chapter 7, man. Okay? He's gonna remove them, man. Matter of fact, let me read it. I'm not gonna get that. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 26. And it reads, it say, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests, and counsel from the ancients. Right? Ain't gonna be no more, man. They're gonna be gone. Amos 8 and 11 gonna be playing out heavy, man. And you Jake's gonna be getting lost in the sauce, man. Okay? Because we giving you the straight skinning right now, man. Do you want it? No. You don't care, man. Because you justifying, hey, it's okay. The Lord love us, right? Come as you are. The Lord gonna save everybody. We all gonna get salvation. Hey, your pastor lying to you, man. They gonna die the most grievous deaths on the planet, man. All these wacky pastors, man, they're gonna die, and you're gonna die with them because what the Lord say, the blind lead the blind, they shall both fall into the pit, man. Okay, concentration camps, man. And these Edomites already got Jake in the concentration camps now, man. What you think these detention centers is, man? Those are concentration camps, man. Okay, minus the martial law, and that's coming, man. Okay, I'm gonna read this precept and I'm gonna close out, man. It's 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7, and it reads, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. Who is us? The hopeful elect, man. When the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not power and that obey not the gospel. What's the gospel? Repent, be converted, and be healed, man. Keep the law to the best of your ability. Okay, the prophecy is speaking, right? And they that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction. Who gonna be punished? You 2/3, man. From the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Hey, man, tell you in 1 Peter 4:17, right? The righteous shall scarcely be saved. That don't fear you people, man. 1 Peter 4:17, it reads, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of power. Oh, let's not did yesterday. This chick, the Lord put a heavy spirit in this chick. She killed both of her daughters and they daddy, man. Okay? She killed both of her daughters and they daddy. That's a heavy spirit, man. That was a Jake, man. Okay? It say, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of power. And if it first begin at us, who's the us? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel, man, of power? What shall the end be of you 2/3? Right? Verse 18 say, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Well, man. Hey, it said the righteous scarcely be saved. Watch this. This Revelation chapter 11, right? Verse 13. Watch this. Revelation 11:13. Now this after we get into, I'm going to read 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud. And their enemies beheld them. Talking about the elect, going to the chariots. Verse 13, listen to this. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. The 10th part of the city is what? Hey, like I did, if you count from 0 to 9, every state and city have an area code and a zip code. And they all go from 0 to 9. How many numbers is that? 10, right? So it's a, in the same hour was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. Now we know North America gonna be split up in 10 FEMA zones, right? It's a, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, meaning a complete number, right? And the remnant, this is my point, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. It say the remnant were frightened, man. Why? Because 1 Peter 4:18 said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So the elect gonna be giving glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Watch this. Isaiah, this is Isaiah 24:15. It said a remnant were frightened, man. Isaiah 24:15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh in the fires. What fires? The missiles. Because the righteous shall scarcely be saved. You see how these precepts link together, man? Isaiah 24:15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh in the fires. Even the name of the Lord Yahweh, power Israel in the isles of the sea. Okay? Because it say in verse 20, it say, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Because the Lord said that even my sins have reached into the heavens, man. Now this Jay that's talking about he gonna flee, he getting his passport. The scriptures say the earth gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard. Where the hell you gonna go, man? There's nowhere you can go if you don't have the whole arm of Yahweh house on. You're gonna be destroyed. And he's starting what? That's why these Edomites that they can get salvation. How you think the Lord gonna jump over 2/3 of Israel and save you damn Edomites? You peoples is crazy, man. You done lost your apples, man. Yeah, all your meat done slid off your taco, man. Okay? Your cheese done slid straight off the cracker, man. You peoples is crazy, man. He gonna jump over 2/3 of Israel and say the heathen nations. Where is that in the scriptures, man? You peoples is crazy, man. Hey, the remnant is going to be a frightened, man, and they're going to give glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai because they are going to scarcely be saved, man. That's a scary thing, man. That's why the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. Only thing going to save you out of here, this Isaiah 33:6. I'm going to close with this. It reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What times? Jacob trouble. And the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is his treasures, man. Okay? Hey, the water for everybody on the comment board. I gotta give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing the truth and believing the truth throughout the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. All right, so with that, shalom, shalom, ma, Yahabashim Mawashai, Bahashim Kakadash Brakathon. Shalom, shalom, Domas Earlis, shalom, 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 ma. Hey, Lord willing, till next time.